Morning, everybody. My name is Crane Sodine, and I'm a Deputy Vice-Chancellor, and I'm sorry that it's so cold. So I normally speak without my notes when we do what we call this warm-up here, but I'm going to read my notes this morning because there's a lot to say, and I'm afraid that I might omit particular things which you may find interesting. So this is the informal welcome before the ceremony actually begins. And so what I'm really doing here with you is to just give you some background information about what this is all about and what it is that you're participating in. So the ceremony that is going to begin follows the great tradition of graduations that take place at universities around the world. So the occasion is a formal occasion. It's a formal occasion in which we're honouring what we call the graduands sitting over there. But I want to say to you that we don't want this to be a stuffy affair, however. Formal as it is, we'd like you to feel that this is also your celebration. And so, as the celebration unfolds, we'd like to think that you are going to participate in it as heartily as you want. So what's going to happen? In a few minutes, you'll see the formal procession of academic staff entering the hall. At that point, we're going to ask you to please stand. When the procession leaves the hall at the end of the ceremony, we'd also like you to please stand. You're going to see here now, and it's not as evident in this particular ceremony as it might be in others, but you'll see people coming in wearing a whole variety of gowns. And you might wonder what those gowns stand for. The academics coming in here would have gotten their degrees from all kinds of universities, and every university marks the status of their academics in very different kinds of ways. We here at UCT are undergrads right up until masters. Our students will wear black gowns like our graduates are dressed in at the moment. At UCT, when they get to doctoral level, PhDs, we give them red gowns. There are no red gowns here today, are there? There is one. Hey! Great. That's a special occasion. That's a special achievement. These gowns mark our connection with universities all over the world. And there are various arguments that people make about when these gowns were first introduced. I'm not going to get into that debate here now, because it's a debate about whether it was Europe or Middle East or Africa and so on. But you need to know that there's a discussion there. The heart of the ceremony, and I don't mean any disrespect to our students here when I say this, is when they have their 14 seconds on the platform. And that's how long each of you effectively is going to have. It'll feel like a lifetime for you. And it really is, and I hope you experience it like that. During those 14 seconds, the student's name will be called, the student will come up and will genuflect then in front of the Vice-Chancellor. The Vice-Chancellor will then formally cap the student. That moment is when the student legally can say, I am done. Can I just say to the students, the Vice-Chancellor is going to extend his hand. And I know that in the kind of confusion of the moment, you might forget, but he's going to stick out his hand. Please take it. So, although this is a serious, as I said, a very formal occasion, I'd like to, in inviting you to participate in it, to participate as you wish. When your relative, son, daughter, husband, father, mother comes to graduate, cheer as loudly as you like. But I'm going to please ask you to keep to your seat. We now have this unfolding habit of folks with these fancy new cameras tracking their relatives as they make their way through the hall, all the way to the back there, standing. I'm not going to stop you from doing that, but just be mindful of people around you, please. Saying that, also, can you please switch your phones off now? Just make sure that your phones are switched off. And not quite last, just to say that at the end of the ceremony, we're going to be inviting you to refreshments. And the refreshments are in the Leslie building down the road. There will be people guiding you, telling you how to get there. Now, those of you who are part of the Twitterati, I have directions here for what you ought to be doing. If you're following the UCT Twitter handle, you'll find it at, I don't know what this means. You'll find it at UCT_news, hashtag UCT Grad 2014. Does it make sense? I hope it does. So you'll find all the updates there, people twittering each other here in this room, and you can follow what you might be saying. The reason why I'm saying this to all of you is that UCT will be giving away a 20 Years of Freedom hoodie to the best graduation picture posted using the UCT Twitter handle and graduation hashtag. Okay? So that's the incentive. You also need to know that this event is being live streamed from uct.ac.za and it's available on the UCT YouTube channel. So thanks very much for these few minutes, and I really hope that you enjoy the ceremony. It's about to begin. Thank you.
by virtue of the authority conferred on me as Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this Assembly a congregation of the University of Cape Town.
Thank you. We'll now sing the national anthem. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to invite Ramabina Mahapa, Labour and Services Coordinator at the SRC, to read the University dedication.
Thank you very much. The dedication reads as follows. At this time of celebration, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thought and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and research, to educate for life, and to address the challenges of our society. We undertake to advance these ideals in the spirit of freedom and responsibility, and through consultation and debate. We celebrate our founders, benefactors, and predecessors, those who have built the fabric and nurtured the values of UCT. To those of you who will graduate today, we wish courage, wisdom, and purpose. To those who will leave the university to learn and to work elsewhere, may you be sustained by those values which unite us here today and advance them in the world beyond. A love of truth and of learning and of this, our university. I thank you.
You may be seated. We all enjoyed that. We're really, really proud of our College of Music, and I really want to say a really big thank you to our three performers here this morning. We performed a solo meo by Eduardo Di Capua. You have here in front of you Levi Sekapani, Makudu Panyane, Sanwana, and Kolani Madalani. And they were accompanied by Eben Wachenstrom on the piano. Big thank you to you three gentlemen. Thank you. By the way, they're performing at the Baxter tonight. So those of you who are able to go, please take advantage of that opportunity. Gaudiamus and the national anthem were also performed by students from the South African College of Music. Thank you very much, our students. And they were accompanied at the organ by Eric Dippener. Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the University Senate, members of staff, graduands, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Jamison Hall on the occasion of our graduation ceremony for the Faculty of Commerce this morning. A special word of welcome goes to our splendid graduands, their parents, relatives and friends. The building in which we find ourselves, the Jamison Hall, is a focal point of the university, and it is entirely right that we're holding our graduation ceremony here. The construction of this building was completed in 1931, and it first came into use properly in 1932. The university had only 2 years earlier, in 1929, moved on to this site. Howard Phillips, one of UCT's historians, says that the unfinished new campus attracted mixed comment. The artist, Gwelo Goodman, said it looked like, and I'm quoting him now, a glorified factory with a grand facade to a football ground. A columnist of the Cape Argus thought otherwise and suggested that, and I'm quoting now, the sheer massiveness and dignity of the buildings will allow UCT to take high rank among similar institutions, while the view obtainable from that incomparable site is one that any university in the world might envy. The columnist went on to say, using the ideal of the view which the location of the campus offered, that he, and I'm sure it was a he, hoped that, and I'm quoting him again, breadth of vision and of judgment ought to be the heritage of every student at Groote Schuur, close quotes. 84 years later, I hope that the education you graduates have received here at UCT has left that mark of breadth of vision and judgment on you. Breadth of vision and judgment in the global circumstances in which we find ourselves, in our own country, are deeply critical attributes we should be looking for in each other. We should expect them in the graduates that universities produce. We like to think that this is where we at UCT do well. I hope that you, our graduates, feel that we send you off into the wider world with distinctly broader and deeper understandings of yourselves, your professions, and the society in which you find yourself. On behalf of the university, therefore, I'd like to congratulate all of you who are to receive your degrees or diplomas today. We acknowledge and pay tribute to your considerable efforts in making this day possible. We are aware of the intense pressure that being a student studying at university is all about. So receiving your degree today is a personal triumph. But we also want to recognize and thank all of those who have stood by you in your years of study. Many of your parents, relatives, and friends, and indeed your teachers, would have made enormous sacrifices, financial, academic, and even emotional, in making your graduation possible. Vice-Chancellor, I now would like to introduce our guest speaker this morning, Advocate Thuli Madonsela. Advocate Thuli Madonsela is a human rights lawyer, equality expert, and the public protector of South Africa. She is one of the 11 technical experts who helped the Constitutional Assembly draft the final Constitution in 1994 and 1995. Advocate Madonsela obtained a Bachelor of Law from the University of Swaziland in 1987, and 3 years later an LLB at Wits University. She then started working as an assistant teacher and taught from 1980 to 1983. In 1984, she entered the legal profession as a legal and education officer at the Paper, Printing, Wood and Allied Workers Union, where she worked from 1984 to 1987. Since 1987, Advocate Madonsela has worked in several governing departments and civil society. She was unanimously appointed as the public protector by all parties in Parliament in 2009. Since then, she has brought a level of integrity to this position from which all of us have learned. Central in this integrity has been a fearless commitment to the principles of fairness and justice. In a time and space in which we regularly see political loyalty taking precedence over truth and public interest, she has helped us come to a better understanding how all of us who are in positions of influence authority ought to be conducting ourselves. As the public protector, she compiled the Nkandla report, which was published in March 2014. Report revealed that 246 million in public funds had been diverted to build President Jacob Zuma's private residence. In April 2014, she was nominated by Time as one of the 100 most influential people in the world, and I'm quoting now, as an inspirational example what African public officers need to be. Close quotes. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite Advocate Thuli Madonsela to the podium to address us.
Thank you, Professor, for that very kind and generous introduction. Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Max Price, the rest of the leadership of the University of Cape Town, the SRC President, academic staff, graduating students, parents, media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm deeply honored to be part of this prestigious event this morning, and I thank the university for granting me this opportunity. One of the most beautiful things about graduation is the proud and content look you see on the faces of parents and grandparents. For them, their finest hour will always be hearing your name being called and watching you as you gracefully walk on the stage, all they ever yearned for was this moment. It was not your first check. It was the satisfaction of a job well done by them as parents in giving you an education. I recall many years ago that my mother always expressed the last item on her bucket list as seeing my youngest sibling graduate. Incidentally, she died shortly after my youngest sibling, my sister, graduated from this very university. I know, though, that today we don't have many parents or grandparents, because those of you who are graduating today are mostly people who are not getting your first degree. You're people who are working or have been working for many years. But we still have lots of proud people in this room: spouses, parents, friends, and a reversal of fortune, actually, in that many of the people who are proud in this room are your children. I know that because a year ago when I got an honorary degree, well, it's a degree that you don't work for, from, from the University of Fort Hare, the people who sat in the room and who were very proud of that questionable achievement were my children. To the graduates graduating today, it is both an exciting time and a scary time. Some of you are stepping into a new, unknown world. Whether you already have a job or not, it's a different world than the one you have lived in while walking around these beautiful walls and corridors. Of course, if you have a job, the scariness is reduced, but for those of you who still have to find a job, the uncertainty might be overwhelming. But as I was preparing this speech, I remembered the story of a student from this very university who became a household name a few years ago. You probably recall his name, Ludwig Marishane. He became a global celebrity because he invented something called a dry bath, which is a hygienic product that I'm told leaves you with a fresh feeling of having taken a shower when you've never really stepped onto any shower at all. But it's interesting how Ludwig came up with the idea. If newspapers are correct, the story is told that he invented this because he had a friend who was lazy, who didn't like taking a bath. But also the second problem was that it was cold during winter and the friend did not have hot water. You know that it's said that necessity is the mother of invention. Today we know that the dry bath has become a global commercial success, and the inventor, a celebrated personality. I've been told that among other recognition awards, he got the award of being a global student entrepreneur in 2011, and he's vying for another award this year. Now, looking at you this morning, I see a lot of inspirational stories being in the process of being written. To those of you who don't know what the future holds for you, remember that great moments are born from challenging occasions. The fact that you may not know whether you'll get a job tomorrow or not might just be the impetus you need to do wonders like Ludwig Marishani. I've been told that this is the business school, and therefore the people who are graduating today are graduating with business skills. What a great coincidence. You graduate at a time when many economists forecast a bleak economic outlook for our country. The World Bank this week revised South Africa's growth forecast for 2014 from 2.7 to 2%. This doesn't look like good news, particularly in a context where we're battling with jobs already. We're battling also with the problems of poverty and inequality. But that's where you come in. The industries in which you'll soon be taking your places form the bedrock of our economy. Your country needs your brains and innovation a lot more now. You're the ones we've been waiting for. Like Ludwig Marishani, you have an opportunity to solve our country's problems. He solved the problem of his friend, but in the process, he has solved the problems of many bedridden people in our country and many industries that need the dry bath. In one of the Chinese proverbs shows us that in their wisdom, they see crisis as presenting two opportunities, two possibilities: opportunity or disaster. So if you're sitting there wondering what's going to happen on the 1st of July, don't despair. That might just be an opportunity for you to start your own business, or to invent something, or to work with an inventor to make his or her invention a commercial success. Most of the times we sit there and blame someone for not doing things right. And most of us like blaming government for not creating the necessary environment for a vibrant economy. Well, whose government? You're graduating today with skills and visions. How about taking those to the public sector? The public sector too needs visionaries, inventors, and thought leaders to create sound policies and to ensure good governance. It's no use pointing fingers while sitting on the sidelines. You are either part of the problem or part of the solution. I think, like Ludwig Marishani, being part of the solution pays better than moaning the darkness. Ladies and gentlemen, you gather this morning from contrasting backgrounds. Some of you come from humble beginnings, while others have been born from families that are blessed with abundance. But you stand here today as equals. That's what education is. It is the great leveler of the playing field. It shows that no matter what your background is, through education, you can take your place among your peers and make your difference. Your future need not be determined by your background. If anything, you may use your background to craft a better future for yourself and the communities you come from. It's been said that roses often bloom from concrete. Already, the fact that you are here is a testimony for some of you that you've been able to overcome obstacles and bloomed from concrete like roses. I have learned that Ludwig Marishane himself comes from a poverty-stricken township in Motetema, Limpopo. As we already know, he took up a challenge, made a difference, and now he's one of the celebrated people in the world. I have no doubt in my mind that those of you that are graduating today are going to make a difference in the world for generations to come. You will be planted into the unknown with many uncertainties. Some of the success will not come overnight, but the important thing is that you don't compromise for instant success. Talking about not compromising for instant success, today I'm supposed to be speaking at the Department of Justice, where they are bidding farewell to the outgoing Minister of Justice, Minister Jeff Radebe, and the incoming Minister of Justice, Mr. Mike Masuta, or Advocate Mike Masuta. Of course, I couldn't be at two places, and it was a matter of first come, first serve, hence I'm here. But I would have loved to be there to celebrate those two great human beings. Advocate Masuta is a lawyer I have known since university. He has been a parliamentarian for many years. And one thing I've admired about him was sticking to principles and not doing or saying things just to be recognized to ensure instant success. We can learn a lot from people like that, that even if success doesn't come instantly, you may stay the course, honor your dreams and your principles, and your time will come. I have the same respect for the outgoing Minister of Justice, Mr. Jeff Radebe, also a lawyer. In times of difficulty, when me and him have been on opposite ends of what we both consider to be the truth, he has handled things with dignity and professionalism, and has never lied about what the Constitution says about my role as the public protector or what the law requires me to do. And again, he remains a minister in government without having to compromise his principles. Those are lessons I would like to share with you as you go into the world, that things may not always be rosy, but stay the course and do the best you can. We learned from our late President, Nelson Mandela, that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. He also said that it always seems impossible until it's done. You have already climbed a lot of hills to get the degrees and diplomas you're getting today. as you get to the top today, feeling elated, as I assume you do, know that you're starting another climb, but know that as you have succeeded previously, you will succeed again. You may struggle to find ideal opportunities, but stay on track and follow your dreams. Turn whatever track you get onto into a springboard for success. Something must burn for light to be given. The stars shine because they burn. You will go through difficulties in the business sector, but a lot of those difficulties will make you the stars that will shine in order for our country to grow and for the world to become a better place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Advocate Madonsela, for that graduation address. As Professor Sudin, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, said in his introduction, we choose graduation speakers because we hope that we identify role models for our graduates, our graduands, the people who are about to graduate, and you are certainly one of those role models for your integrity and for your courage in the face of challenges, but also for your long-standing commitment, starting in the union movement, progressing through public interest law support, through academia, through government, and now to this important constitutional role that you play. Thank you also for your messages of hope, of the need for graduates to persist, to not be turned away at the first challenge that they experience, but because persistence pays off. It has in your life, and you've indicated how it has also in many others and in the examples you've given. And especially appropriate for a business audience, the need for innovation. The example you gave of Ludwig Marishana, one example of many coming out of UCT, who do not go out into the world and say, give me a job, but who go out into the world and say, I will make my job, I will make my business, I will create my enterprise, I will create jobs for others. It is a different mindset that we hope our graduates will go out with, and it's one that you have highlighted so clearly in your talk to them. But also, what I hope will ring true for our graduates, that we have a particular approach to business, which is around values, values-based leadership, social entrepreneurship, social impact, that business is not just about making money. In fact, a business that's only about making money is not a business we want to be part of. Business is about multiple objectives, including sustainability, including values, including integrity, and you have highlighted those so well in your graduation address. So thank you very much. I ask you to give one more round of applause for our graduation speaker. And now we move to the main part of the ceremony where we grant degrees and give certificates. And the Dean of the Graduate School of Business will call up the graduates. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I admit to the degrees specified and grant the diplomas and certificates specified to the candidates who are listed in the program as being in absentia. I shall now grant the diplomas and certificates and admit to the degrees specified the candidates who will be presented to me. Thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you, for the Associate in Management Certificate, Nico Sean Adriaans. With distinction, Rosanne, Africa. Rihanna Basir. Stuart Fair Crooks. Sharon Charmaine Damonse. Charmaine Davids. Mohammad Waji Erasmus. Mubin Fakir. With distinction, Michelle Joy Flynn. Tasneem Shaideen. Munira Isaacs. Muhammad Asham Jacobs. With distinction, Nathan January. Alan Kalau. Tabang Kumalo. Nolutando Makunga. Kagisha Atenazion Mamaile. With distinction, Tauhir Manuel. Olive Tamara Mars. Sipokazi Masebe. Dylan William McCluskey. Kasarin Milomakulu. Christian Milongo. Mangaka Leti Motloi. Temba Harry Mpula. Mashudu Lucas Munzelele. Nomzamo Nkwencha. Warren Oliver Owen. Chantal Peterson. Moapi Leboang Ramokoabane. Lorraine Salis. With distinction, Stefan Sander. Ndeshiafela Melao Sipila. With distinction, Alawiya Sayid. Yandiza Sizamo. Kristen Carleen Terblanche. With distinction, Christel van Noordwijk. Alistair David van Wijk. Silindile Mkize Vilakazi. Pochia Wessels. Lindile Iawani. For the Associate in Management Certificate in Management Practice, Sekou Kamara. Robert Sandile Dlamini. Sibongiseni Wycliffe Kelo. With distinction, Varsha Jagannath. Bazia Ivan Malebayi. Sweetness Nkedisa Mata. Morris Mutsi. David Jack Shackleton. With distinction, Ronald Yankana. For the postgraduate diploma in business administration, with distinction, Wayne John Adams. With distinction, Sean Raymond Bezuidenhout. Matthew Michael Biller. Shabir Kasim. With distinction, Nangamso Buntukazi Kawe. With distinction, Chitsa Caroline Chigumba. Arlene Grace Clutie. With distinction, Cosmo Cobin Clutie. Amy Anne de Mornay. Sonia Dibakwana. Nomtandazo Bongiwe Dumisa. Calvin Dutoy. Sharon Rose Garuz. Bukiwe Patience Gomo. Wayne Hare. Sharon Charlene Hendricks. Tammy Ho. With distinction, Gauri Jain. Yazid Kazu. Zimkita Portia Kambi. With distinction, Gustav Johannes Kleingeld. Matthew Charles Not Craig. Cornelius Johannes Koch. Godso Kolisi Kutle. Colin Pietro Lecho. Asanda Makumese. John Masilo. Michael Mfanafuti Mbata. With distinction, Grant Clifford Muller. Antea Sonia Mouton. With distinction, Batabile Londiwe Mpofu. With distinction, Karen Naidu. Shannon Naidu. Patient Mukuta Nzonde. With distinction, Dominique Ubel. Jacques Potas. With distinction, Brendan Kyle Pramji. With distinction, Jason Ronald Kibel. Kia ora petse Femelo Johannes Ramoiniane. With distinction, Zoe Rode. Shueb Samsudin. Lorraine Malatse Semenya. With distinction, Cosmos Dylan Shaduka. Rudy Ngoy Shucha. Derek Gary Sissons. Jacobus Johannes Smit. With distinction, Mujahid Solomons. Zonia Terblanche. Alaid Grace Tobias. Sifo Kojo Kwatwo Twum. Leo Louis Ziervogel. For the postgraduate diploma in management practice, with distinction, Haroon Ahmed Abrahams. Deidre Denise Alexander. Craig Allen Barrington. Graham Robert Bell. Bernard Basil Berkovich. Andre Louis Johannes Brink. With distinction, Mohammad Faiz Davids. Mohsin Daya. Melanie De Lange. Andre Willem Dempers. Petrus Johannes Els. Morne Ferreira. Lindy Geyer. Hieronymus Bartholomeus Gorasep. Kubeshini Govender. Anise Hendricks. Edward Husdens. Shafiq Hokim. Mulanduleni Kasita. Bonifacius Casuto. Richard Karuchap. Indran Srinivasa Kistan. Carla Bianca Kolbe. Bianca Busisiwe Kumalo. Kobus Gerard Landi. Tebogo Maleme Lefifi. Sophia Ellen Maasdorp. Andisiwe Makupula. Jacobus Johannes Meyer. Rebecca Daphne Moncho. Sarah Mose. With distinction, Kerusha Naidu. Renisha Naidu. Louise Inuit. Jeanette Nigrini. Richard Odongo Oyendo. Charles Oosthuizen. With distinction, Lorette Redlingshuis. With distinction, Shamina Ross. Johannes Shigweda. Timothy Silombela. Amit Singh. Sydney Wisani Sitole. Tanya Steenkamp. Glinda Norma Steen. Evin Supershat. With distinction, Carl Anthony Taylor. Rantako Andries Taile. Chachitua Saua Chijaura. Irma van Hoogdalen. Charmil Zamue. For the degree of Master of Commerce in Development Finance, Alain Bertrand Feju Momo. Louise Muyeria Gitonga. Ephraim Monde Yamka. Annie Chibwe Mulenga Kapepula. Tebo Louis Lekatsa. Lirato Lebogang Lentsuane. With distinction, Jochen Lukscheiter. Edwin Mwangi Maito. Michelo Mitchell Nzila. Temitope Oyo. Laura Carlin Penke. With distinction, Lilemba Firi. Eloise Rousseau. Maurizio Santamicone. Mutemwa Tendai Ushiwokunze. For the degree of Master of Commerce in Management Practice, Welbert Ockhuizen. Thomas Sehil van der Walt. For the degree of Master of Commerce in Trade Law and Policy, Amina Mohamed. Emma Monyanga. Mamosa Molapo Mosito. Siataba Muremba. Elisha Dwandwari Chuma. For the degree of Master of Philosophy in Inclusive Innovation, Lee Brooks. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Brinley Robin Bath. Waldo Bezuidenhout. Willem Jacob Botha. Greg Philip Branquinho. With distinction, Karl Henk Bredenoord. Amelia Esther Burger. With distinction, Mark Albert John Kaywood. Ketiwe Rejoice Kele. Richmond Chivinge. Peter Lafras-Siliers. With distinction, Henning Kosman. David Neville Davis. Edward Ernest de Jager. Simrin de Jager. Lambert Hendrik de Wit. Hugh Craig Dudley. Jason Floyd Falcon. With distinction, Brett Craig Farley. With distinction, Scott Richard Ferreira. With distinction, Leonardo Gianfranco Fiorini. With distinction, Peter Jeffrey Fish. With distinction, Jeremy Emil Flax. With distinction, Karimi Karungi Fondomieri. Jan Yuri Furi. Karen Mary Furi. Michael Craig Francis. With distinction, Philip Vincent Joseph Franiati. Paul William Fraser. Rowan Grant Robert Newton Fraser. Shane Canton Fuller. Dane Edward Gavin. Warren Guy Getting. Baldeep Singh Gill. Sonia Maria Helene Girnat. Lushin Govinder. Justin Matthew Green. Jihan Havaji. Daryl Aston Hammond. Dirk Peter Hanekom. Andres Karl Hauptfleisch. Saskia Janine Hickey. Dumisani Labano. Andre Hoffman. Felix Theodor Humberg. Arthur Uzoma Iweze. Rachel Mary Jackson. Claire Ashley Jacobs. Nobatembu Monica Yilingisi. With distinction, Keaton Kander. Timothy John Kitson. With distinction, Jacobus Peter Kok. Cornelis Krogschepers. Sangwoo Lee. Jason Leimer. With distinction, Romano Emilio Lupini. Justin McDonald. Gregory Richard McFarlane. Brian Gichero Maine. Bekuyise Henry Makedama. Wilson Lantla Masango. Fikizolo Vincent Mativanlela. Pai Sone Mong. Nadine McLean. Robert Anton Mena. Nomzamo Mlungu. With distinction, Tefo David Mokaila. Bruno Alexander de Azevedo Botelho Moniz. Ann Morgenroth. Etienne Mostert. Chigluli Mpofu. Tafatswa Mudiiwa. Jonathan Revai Muanga. Purity Nomtandazo Shlonipile Nzoto. Sipo Nengovela. Fuzumuzi Francis Xavier Nondo. With distinction, Ryan Allen Norrie. Tinashe Innocent Nyawata. With distinction, Matthew Bruno Palin. With distinction, Ann Pao. Zunaid Ahmed Parker. Avinesh Pillay. With distinction, Amanda Denisha Pillay. Nicholas Grantley Pills. With distinction, Mark William Pretorius. Tibogo Ronald Ramokolo. Anvi Ramsami. With distinction, Tina Retif. With distinction, Jacobus Nicolaas Richter. Bapumze Rubuluza. Mika Sarkas. Farid Parvez Sharif. With distinction, Jeston Sikaundi. Michaela Kim Smith. Simangele Tokozile Soni. With distinction, Gerald Ernst Steenkamp. Sylvester Ayuk Taku. Sissel Ropstad Tellefsen. Chepo David Tobeane. Tapelo Cheole. Sydney Muvangisano Chibubutse. With distinction, Mark Maximilian Urban. With distinction, Dylan van Bijleveld. Albertus Andreas van der Merwe. Adriaan de Waal van Reenen. Carl Bradley van Rooyen. With distinction, Jacques van Tonder. Samara Jane Veldhuizen. Stanley Purvis Vorzats. With distinction, Clifford Andrew Warburton. Carolyn Ann Whale. Andrew Gordon Wills. Peter George Wingrove. Alexander Florian Wurtz. With distinction, Stilio Zakas. For the degree of Master of Business Administration in the Executive Program, Walid Abrahams. With distinction, Ryan Neil Barrett. Ryan Bornman. Rabochayane Jacob Busang. With distinction, Sarah Louisa de Kock. Ian Kristen Grigor. Matthew John Higgins. Ahmed Ismail Kaji. Kosingifile Lady Thatcher Kunene. Richard Michael Lane. Johannes Yuri Lombard. Roland Martin Mag. Andre Abel Mahoney. Tebogo Edward Mekoa. Aldrin Zimisele Ndavo. Sakani Clarence Nitengwe. Bongisipo Niembe. Andre Olofsson. Mohamed Zaid Patel. Yazin Patel. Johandren Peter. With distinction, Hendrik Hans Martin Schaefer. Daniel Wilhelmus Schumann. With distinction, Justin Charles Prickley. With distinction, Jill Thorne. Conroy Eugene van der Westhuizen. Anne van Niekerk. With distinction, Natasha Viljoen. With distinction, Niels Wormsbacher. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, for a thesis which investigates how and why companies contribute to climate change governance in areas of limited statehood, that is, areas where the state has varying degrees of deficits in its ability to steer effective climate change mitigation and adaptation. Farai Kapfutsarua.
You can see, ladies and gentlemen, why we should all be so proud today. You, no doubt, are enormously proud of your loved ones, your wives and husbands, children and friends who have achieved this level of education and professionalism in their lives. And we know they have worked so hard. And of course, the graduates themselves, congratulations to all of you for hard work. Many of you are in jobs and you need to work and put in the work, the studies, at the same time as you're holding a job. That's an incredibly hard thing to do. And yet you've graduated in the right time, many of you with distinctions, and we are very proud of you. I'm sure you will want to recognize and say thank you to those in the audience, those who have supported you through this period of hard work, emotionally, psychologically, perhaps also financially. And so I invite you to take your scrolls, make eye contact, stand up and make eye contact with your loved ones in the audience, and wave your scrolls and shout your appreciation to them. And I want to thank with you the members of staff, faculty members on the panel, on the platform, who also have helped get you to this point and who we are very proud of. They are what makes the university as great as it is, the intellectuals, the teachers, the researchers. I invite you to express your appreciation to them too. Today, as you graduate, many of you for the first time from the University of Cape Town, I know you will often have other degrees, and you may have a degree from the University of Cape Town, but if this is the first time, then you join a very special community, the alumni of the university, the Convocation it's called, which is a group of some 140,000 people, living people around the world and in South Africa. And they're an important constituency in the governance of the university. The Convocation ensures that there is continuity. It ensures that standards are protected and preserved and increased. And you do so through electing, as part of Convocation, members of the Council of the University, the governing body of the university. And you also elect the Chancellor. The Chancellor is, of course, Mrs. Grasser-Machel, although because she's still in mourning, she isn't joining us for the graduation ceremonies at the moment. But as members of Convocation, you play an important role, and you also need to be kept informed about how the university is doing so that you can give us feedback as well. And we do this through regular newsletters, electronic newsletters, hard copy magazines, and we keep in touch with you so that you can vote electronically for members of the council and for the Chancellor. All of this can only happen if we know how to find you. And our biggest struggle is that people move on between jobs, between places of where they live, and they don't give us their changing addresses. So I do implore you, please, to keep in touch with us and to keep updating your details on the websites of the alumni website. We also want to share your good news and your achievements with the alumni more generally, write stories about you when you achieve greatness, as so many of our alumni have. But for now, it's a time for you to celebrate and to party and to recognize your achievements. So congratulations.
Well, I hope that all of you have enjoyed the ceremony as much as we have from the front. This is the third of our ceremonies. We have one more, and each of them is absolutely special. So this then, friends and graduates, brings us to the end of our ceremony this morning. I'd like to thank all of you for the spirit in which you've participated in this occasion this morning. I'd like to thank Advocate Tuli Maransela, our guest speaker. I'd like to thank our members of staff, particularly the staff of in the Registrar's office, and particularly thank our students, our graduates. What is going to happen now is that the Vice-Chancellor will dissolve the congregation. We then are going to lead out of the hall here with the first row of the platform party. After the first row of the platform party, the graduates will follow, and then the rest of the platform party will come. We ask you all to please go right down to the plaza. Please don't congregate on the steps as you go down. It causes a bottleneck. Thereafter, please join us for refreshments in the Leslie Social Sciences building, which is 2 buildings down the road here, you turn right and there'll be people outside showing you how to get there. Thank you all very much. Vice-Chancellor will now dissolve the congregation.
By the authority conferred on me, I now dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.